and welcome. These are horse racing selections for Thursday, the 14th of September. I am Flat Cap Callum and I'm hoping you are all very, very well. It's not gone very, very well, has it? Let's be fair, it really hasn't. That was a hard one today. Wednesday we were 15.50 on, 0 returns, 6 selections, none made the frame. Frustratingly, all 6 outran their odds. A couple of them had come in from where they were, certainly, but all 6 ran better than the market expectations. But we either had ones that were too far back that didn't get close, or ones that went up with the pace that then faded. But diddly squat. Feeding a little bit. Feeding a little bit today. This gig is a hard gig. When you're just doing your own bets, you do your own bets. And long term, I win. Short term, it can be very painful. And right now, we've suddenly, this last few weeks, start of September, has been awful. And certainly in terms of a profit and loss point of view. There's been some nice individual results, but profit and loss has been wayward. And that's both on channel, off channel for me. I feel a sense of pressure and guilt when it doesn't go well. Like, everyone is entitled to invest their own money, everybody's an adult, but it doesn't stop me. Just feeling bad because it doesn't feel great when you lose. When you know other people are following what you're doing. So just saying that out loud. So National Positivity Day, that didn't have any help, did it? So anyway, if you are remotely interested in what I've got to say for Thursday I've got £17 staking day. So we're almost a full stake, but not quite. I think that's 7 races, 9 selections is what I've got. Stacking on Chelmsford in the evening, so that's where most of my interest is. Chelmsford in the evening. I've got 4 races at Chelmsford, 6 horses, 2 horses at Epsom. I know there was somebody who said they're off to Epsom today. I've got a couple of Epsom selections and 1 at Ffos Las. Nothing in Ireland, and I didn't like anything at Doncaster for the first opening day of the Doncaster meeting. And is that it? I think it's 5 meetings and that's it. Yeah, so nothing in Ireland, nothing Doncaster. We're just sticking with Chelmsford mainly, a couple of Epsoms, and we've got a rogue Welsh runner in there at Ffos Las. So Wednesday, no go. I mean, too far back, and that one. I mean, they definitely tried on that horse. It looked running very strangely towards the end, but arguably too far back. So that was that. And then the other 2, Crazy Maisie and Havana Gold Rush, they went up with the pace and then faded. That was it. So minus 15.50 to start our week. Here is what I've got for you for let's get this on there for Thursday. So 250 Epsom, we're starting on that one. Bowman 12 to 1. It's just scraped in my selection process. Got some nice course form, that Bowman, so I think it was worth putting in at 12s. 455 Chelmsford, big time maybe. That's one of my main 2 races, 28s. 510 Epsom, Trey Fluers 20s. We need that one to bounce back. It's a couple of last runs have been a bit duff. 535 Ffos Las. Been in a couple of times that one. I think it's just about worth taking in that Ffos Las at 33s. It's definitely got frame possibilities. It's the right distance. I think the ground looks right for it today. So it's one of those ones. It's a very unlikely winner based on all known form because it needs to improve a little bit or the race to be particularly substandard. But in terms of frame possibilities, I'd give it about a 33% chance of framing, and on that basis 33 to 1 has got value in it as a price from a frame point of view. So I think really anything 20s is probably the bottom on that one, but it's the type of one that can go all sorts of places in the betting market. That 8 o'clock Chelmsford Cloud Queen 33 to 1. 10p each way, Canadian or Super Yankee, depending on what your bookmaker does. Then there's two 50p each way singles, Tres Fleurs and Gonzaga. So that's 50p each way singles on those two, 25p each way singles on Big Time Maybe and Cloud Queen. 8.20 is the bet. Watch out on this one. First time in a few days, certainly. Not Sky Bet is preferable. So there's quite a few bookies that are going 3, 4, 4, 4 and 4. And that includes 365 and Coral, where you'll get best price guaranteed in the morning, or Coral the night before if they'll take the bet. And then Sky, Unibet, Betway are some of the ones that we follow on the channel that are also paying those same place terms. So any one of them 5, 365 and Coral, though, you'll get best price guaranteed. Although a couple on these, I think, on 365 are a little bit lower than the average at the night before. So 8.20, that is bet 1. Then we'll get into our Yankee for the day, all at Chelmsford. Some familiar names in there. So we've got 4.55 Starzik, took last time at 10-1. 6.30 Starry Eyes, that's 12. It was borderline 14s, so it's 12 looks like the average price now. 8 o'clock Mondahill 9s, and then 8.30 Street Storm at 25s. It's a 20p each way Yankee, so each way doubles, trebles and a fourfold. And then on Starry Eyes and Street Storm, we've got two 50p each way singles, so it's singles on them too, as well as an additional 20p each way double. That is 6.80 is our bet. Sky are best, but only because they are 4 on that Starry Eyes race and no one else is. So then it goes down to 365 Paddy Coral, where you'll get best price guaranteed, Betfair, Unibet, Betway. So yeah, I think that's, I think it's that. Yeah, it's that right race. I think most bookies are 4, 4 and 4 on that one. So it's 3 on that for most people, 4 on with Sky. So that's 6.80 is your bet. That's bet 2. And then finishing combo double on my preferred 2 races at Chelmsford, 4.55 Starzik and Big Time Maybe, and then 8 o'clock Mondahill and Cloud Queen. So 4 times 25p each way, doubles, £2 is your bet. Most bookies are 4 on both, so you want a best price guaranteed bookie. 365 Paddy, Coral, Labrooks should do your job if you're betting online. So that is £2. You'll note on the plan of those 9 horses, I think it's Bowman, Bowman, Starzik and Mondahill. We've got no singles on those ones, and that's because Bowman's just on the line of my threshold for that, and Starzik and Mondahill, because I've got I've got 2 selections in each race, and I've put them in 2 different doubles. I've not put the single on there. I don't want to go too heavy on those at those prices. So that is it. So that's £17. Golf I put on the comments of the last video, but if you want the golf, I've got 4 I've picked out at Wentworth this week in the BMW PGA Championship. I think all of them taken before. So Billy Horschel's a shorter one, 33s in places if you shop around for Billy Horschel, and then 3 big uns for the Wentworth. We've got Fabrizio Zanotti, Rafa Cabrera Bayo, and Masahiro Kawamura. I think we've taken them all at some point in the betting plans. So those are my 4 for Wentworth. So 1 small and 3 bigs. And then in the Fortinet Championship over in the US, 2 players I don't think I've backed before on the channel. So we're going with Zach Blair, unheralded Zach Blair, and Cameron Percy. So if you want the full breakdown with the advised odds and betting, it's in the comments of Wednesday's video. So as in Wednesday selections video. So it starts in the Wentworth starts in the morning. I think we've got Billy Horschel out about 8:30. The others are going out a bit later. The American ones, that doesn't start till much later, and our players don't go out till about 9:30. So much later in the States. But yeah, basically advising them all same stake singles. Basically, if you want to go and do some risky doubles on there, you're entitled to. I've had a little nibble myself on the doubles, but most of my major stake has gone down on the singles. So that is the golf if you want it. What do I want to say? Oh yeah, I keep forgetting to mention, yes, we're still on for the first channel meetup. If anyone actually wants to see me, not punch me in the face for how bad it's been. But yeah, 22nd, so next Friday, Kempton Park Racecourse, evening meeting, First race is scheduled at 5:15, but it can change. We won't know until a few days before the first race confirmed. Depends on the amount of runners and whatnot. Hoping that we get at least 3 nice handicaps of at least 3-year-old plus horses on there, and we don't end up inadvertently finding we're on some sort of 2-year-old card. But yeah, next Friday I'll be there. Whether or not anyone turns up is entirely up to you. I will have a nice evening out on my own if you're not there. I'm not thinking I'm going to sort of say I'm going to be here at this time. Like, if you've ever been to Kempton or whether at this sort of time of year, it's not massively busy, right? So if I'm on the course, you'll see me on the course. If I'm in the parade ring, I'm in the parade ring, and if I'm not either of those, I'll be in the middle where the fish and chip counter is, or the coffee or the betting bits in the middle. Like, it's not hard to find. I shall have a flat cap on, and if you've been watching regularly enough, that's the face. I don't need to wear like a pink rose or anything, but I will have my cap on. Yeah, look out for me. Feel free to come up and say hello, and and then we'll see what the chatter is. Whether it's me on my Todd, or whether we got a little gang of us, and we can have proper squad goals at Kempton Park Racecourse. But entirely up to you. Should be £13 to get in on the door, and there is a train station at the racecourse if you've never been as well. So really accessible in that of London to get to Kempton Park. Trains aren't like super frequent and stuff, but it literally is at the end of the train station. Is the end of the car park. It's like a 5-minute walk. That is next Friday, the 22nd. So whatever we are on, like 8-9 days time. Be there or be square. But then I'm sort of in the back of my mind. I am thinking about when I can get out and about, and I'd like to try and do a couple more. I'd love to get over to Ireland. And if I did, I think I'd love to go to Dundalk, because I've never been to Dundalk Racecourse. So that would be the plan if I get over there. I think outside of that, then the next most likely place is sort of North England. I think so. Anyone in that neck of the woods, or Scotland to come down, or whatever it might be. It's hard to tell, because on the stats from the channel, it sort of suggests about 85% of people who watch are watching from England. Or it says UK, to be fair, it does say UK. I therefore don't know how that breaks down between all parts of the UK. Ireland, it says about 10%, but then the Irish followers tend to be a little bit more vocal in the comments, as do the Scottish followers and the North of England followers. And if you're from the South, tend to be less vocal. It's generally how it works. Such as life when you go out. Like, the further north you go in the UK, or the further if you cross over the waters to the Irish Sea, you tend to find people are just chattier. That is life. All right, that's me. I'm going to finish it there. I really would like a good day on Thursday. I'm sure everybody else bloody would too. It's just infuriating sometimes. Keep doing the same thing, and I know what I'm doing, and I know long term it pays off, but in the short term at the moment it is blinking painful. Taking heavy losses. So it's up to you whether you choose to follow, or you choose to go, do you know what, I'm just going to wait and see a little bit more evidence of what happens here or not. Because what I do is not the mainstream by any stretch of the imagination. I actively am looking for value in the market, and arguably Wednesday I found value in the market in regards to that all of those horses should have been shorter than the price suggested, given where their finishing position was to their point where they were in the market. That doesn't really matter when they don't make the frame, but the point is, I'm looking at overpriced horses. I don't look for which is, unless I'm doing win bet, I don't look for which is the horse that's most likely to win the race, because often they are very short prices, and actually if you stacked up all of the horses that were 3-1 favourite, you'd actually find that not 1 in 3 of them actually wins. Certainly not in the types of race I play in terms of competitive handicaps. You do get winning favourites, but certainly not as frequently as if you followed them blindly. If the game was that easy, if all you had to do was follow the favourite in every handicap race, and you'd made a profit, that'd be brilliant. That ain't how the game works. Got to find something that's overpriced. I think when I looked this morning, that if you kind of basically, with most of the horses that are picked for yesterday's selections were about half the price they were. Some of them came out a little bit more again, but that there was money down for them, and they shortened up. Whether or not we've got that for Thursday, I don't know. Anyway, I'm rambling on. I'm going to bed. All right, thank you very much. Enjoy whatever you're doing on Thursday, and let's hope it's celebrating some lovely winners or a bunch of place horses, mainly at Chelmsford or possibly Epsom Ffos Las. Thank you very much. See you Thursday night for Friday selections. Bye bye.